Hi, this is Manny Baines, award-winning film director, and I am here with one of the stars of The Cure and Inside Job, and also one of the amazing speakers at the World Healing Summit in May. I am here with Holly Roylance. Holly is going to be speaking at the event, and she has something amazing to share with you. Not only has she been in the holistic space for many, many decades, she has found some things that are absolutely going to blow your mind. Let me ask you a question right now. Who wants to age gracefully? Who wants to stay young forever? Well, there's many lifestyle choices and things you can do right now that are actually speeding up aging, and Holly is going to show you how you can actually become anti-aging and age gracefully and slow down the aging process. Holly, thank you so much for joining. Why is this topic of anti-aging so important for people to understand?
Because every day we're all aging and everybody wants to look good, but not only look good, but feel good and be able to do everything you want to do in your life, whether that's playing with your grandkids or doing your favorite sport or whatever decade of life that you're in. We all want to look good and feel good. And so I will be sharing on the virtual summit three of my favorite anti aging tips that are not hard to do. It just takes consistency. And I call them little effort, big reward type of strategies. So don't miss the summit. Can't
Amazing. And
wait
yeah,
to share.
and it's gonna be amazing. I've already seen it. And I think what Holly means is that like it doesn't mean just age like slowing down the aging, so you look good on the outside, but how do you actually slow the aging process of the cells and
Mhm.
actually slow yourself down on a biological level? Imagine if you were aging slowly and you may be this certain age, maybe you may, I don't know, 40 or 50, but you're actually aging as slow as maybe like someone in your late 30s. How would that feel? How would you look, feel, act? And this is what Holly's going to share now. She's being very modest because she actually has a plethora of topics lined up. Anti-aging is going to be the main one, but she is so well versed on many different aspects. You're also going to talk about, metabolic typing, which you shared about in the film, right, Holly? And which metabolic type is actually you're supposed to eat for your specific body type, correct?
Yes. And what that does when you eat the foods that optimize your metabolic type, that are on your metabolic typing plan, you optimize energy production in the body. So it's like a cellular level thing.
So right now you could be watching and you could be eating foods right now, but if they're not in harmony with your metabolic type, you're actually going against what your body actually needs and can use for fuel. So do you ever feel yourself maybe burning out, having energy but not having it sustained? It may be because you're not aware of what your metabolic type is and how to eat for that so you can have maximum energy. And once Holly shared this with me, and I was so shocked because there were certain things that I was doing that wasn't aligned with my metabolic type. And once I switched those out and I started adding things to my diet, all of a sudden now I've got more energy. I can train harder. And this is such a precious amount of wisdom. Holly, why isn't this taught, about metabolic typing in the mainstream?
I don't know. I learned this probably at least 15 years ago and have been eating that way ever since. And it's not that you have to be perfect, but what it's essentially doing is making your food work for you. And it's not like a whole diet overhaul, it's simple tweaks. So it's not like it's that hard of a change to make. And what you gain is so worth the effort.
Yeah, I think it's like a science for your body, right? Once you know the exact
It is
science
science. Uh-huh.
and the body mapping of you, because each of us is unique. What food works for me may not work for you. And once you
Mhm.
find that out, you really get to tap into, the true power of having long-lasting energy in your body and you feel it, like you feel it right away. So Holly's going to be sharing these amazing secrets of metabolic typing, anti-aging. She's also going to share a little bit on hormone production, which is so, so important for anybody if they want to be, healthy, vital, and things like that. So, Holly, I'm just so, so excited. We're going to have speakers from all over the world, but you especially have just such an amazing, vast amount of wisdom. How long have you been in the holistic health space now, Holly?
Probably 15 to 20 years.
Amazing. And she has all sorts of amazing devices and things that she does to help her age less. And she shared a couple with me. And I said, Holly, this is so amazing that you have to share this at the summit. Like, I want the people to get these amazing, wisdom, knowledge, secrets, whatever you want to call them, because they're going to help you in life. And imagine you have the tools to age less. Imagine you have the tools to eat for your body, for your specific body type. Imagine that you have the tools on how to, boost your hormones. You can have more energy and vitality, increase testosterone for men, increase energy for women. That's, I think, how you basically optimize a human being to be at its best. So I'm so excited that Holly's going to share the virtual stage. She has such an amazing plethora of knowledge. Holly, why should they attend the summit on May 22nd?
Because you're going to glean a lot of information, and maybe some that you haven't even heard before, maybe some that you have, but we're all living on this earth every single day, right? So why not optimize how we age?
Exactly, and Holly's going to be doing an amazing special Q&A after the her talk, and you get to ask her any questions that you like. I'm not going to reveal her age, but she just looks so young, so everybody's going to want your secret. So I can't wait. And Holly,
Hint, I just went on Medicare. Oh,
wow, well,
last month. I know, isn't that a trip?
wow,
Yeah.
amazing. I'm so surprised. You're looking younger every day. And you're
Oh,
actually the author of a book, right? What's the name of your book?
yes. Get Younger is the name of the
Wow.
book.
And so how did you come up with the name Get Younger? Where did that come from?
My husband actually came up with it. I wrote it, gosh, has it been 3 or 4 years? And it, because that's what it talks about. Get younger. I mean, I don't know that I love the term anti-aging, but I love the term enhancing aging. Or, we have a chronological age and a biological age. And your chronological age may be 60, but your biological age could be 50. So that's what we're aiming for here.
I get so amazed when like I see somebody, on the street, or I see somebody in an event, or I just meet someone and they're like, they tell me their age and I'm like, are you kidding? Like, you look
Yeah,
20 years younger than what you said. And I'm almost like flawed. And I'm
yeah.
like, what is going on? How do you look so young? And like they tell me what they're doing, and I'm just like, it's just amazing. But we really can. I don't think we can completely reverse aging, but we can slow it down to a point where we're
Mhm.
aging at a very slow rate, right?
Yes. And that's the goal, is to slow it down so you look good and you feel good.
And I think part of it is kind of lifestyle choices, right? I think that plays a big part of it, right, Holly?
And the secret sauce is consistency, because it's not like any one of these strategies that
Yeah,
I do is that time consuming or that difficult. It's just that I'm consistent with it.
there you go. Consistency is the key.
Consistency is key, right?
There
Slow
you
and
go.
steady wins the race.
Small, consistent actions compounded over
Uh-huh.
time will make a big difference. So yeah,
Yep.
these are one of the see. This is one of the amazing, things that Holly's going to share at the summit. So we encourage you to join on May 22nd to May 24th. It's completely free to join. So go to www.worldholistichealingsummit.com. I have Holly and many other practitioners from various industries of the holistic health space. This summit's for you, so you can get the wisdom and the knowledge that you need to thrive, be healthier. And if you were to ask yourself, do you want to be healthier? What's the number one answer you're going to say? Yes, unequivocally yes. But I wanted to give information that is not out in the mainstream, but has the power to totally transform your life, because these are ways of doing it naturally. And this is information that you can't really get anywhere else. You can't get it from a mainstream, education system. And these practitioners are actually from various different industries. So they're going to share their wisdom, their knowledge, their experience. And you're going to get so much information. It's not just one speaker. You're going to have like 10 amazing speakers from all over the world who have been in this space for many, many years. They've come together, to help you out. So I'm very excited. And Holly, I look forward to seeing you there. Any last words before we end off today?
Come to the summit. Don't miss it. It's going to be a good time, and we'll have a Q&A after, and I will share my personal tips that have helped me on my aging journey.
Amazing. I'll see you guys at the summit, May 22nd and May 24th. Sign up at www.worldholistichealingsummit.com. and I will see you there. Ciao. Okay.